Hey guys, good morning and happy Sunday. My name's Courtney. We're about to get started with an easy, nice flow for yoga. As you know, today our our class for donations are going towards North Meck Animal Rescue. So if you feel like giving today, just send us a Venmo drop. It's at Noda Hop Yoga. And as you guys know, my dogs are here today. They've been super wild. So as we know, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go ahead and start the music up. If you can, go ahead and find your way onto the floor. Like I said before, you don't need a mat. You can just use the carpet or a towel, whatever you like, whatever you're comfortable with. So yeah, find yourself on the floor in child's pose. We're gonna do a wide knee child's pose to begin. I'm gonna go ahead and start the music and we'll get started. Okay, guys? I guess Monkey's gonna teach the class today. So guys, in child's pose, our big toes are touching, knees are wide apart, a little wider than the hips. We're gonna get nice and anchored in here. We're gonna reach our hands forward until our forehead rests on the mat. Just consciously reaching forward and at the same time pressing our hips down towards our heels. So just taking some nice, comfortable breathing here. Finding a nice slow rhythm. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And while we're here, you can think about your intention. So anything you're in need of today, don't overthink it. It can be just a word or just a phrase, an affirmation, or whatever you're in need of today. Take a couple of deep breaths and just focus on the breath work and your intention. Let's all take a collective inhale in. And move our hands over to the left side of the mat. Maybe the hands come a little off. Maybe the right hand stacks on top of the left. And again, just being conscious of that right hip, making sure it's not coming up. We still want to ground that down into the mat, into the heels. Just creating space on the right side. Inhale to center and exhale over to the right side this time. And again, maybe the hands come a little off the mat. Maybe the left hand stacks on top of the right. Again, nice deep breaths here. And then inhale back to center. This time just rocking our foreheads back and forth, massaging the forehead or the third eye on the mat. Just finding some free movement here. And once you're ready, we'll come up on the inhale. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips for tabletop pose. Tops of the feet can be pressed against the ground here. So taking an inhale in, raising the chin, raising the tailbone, dropping the spine. Exhale to tuck the tailbone around the spine, drop the head. Inhale to come back out, really looking up here. So we're massaging our thyroid. And exhale, really pressing away from the mat. And inhale to come out. And again, however free movement you want to make, making little circles here. Whatever you're in need of. You can sway side to side. Or maybe bring shoulder to hip, looking back. And opposite, shoulder to hip, looking back. And looking forward. And again, just some small movements here just to get woken up. We're just getting started today. And then we're going to tuck the toes under, send the hips back to come into our first downward dog of the day. So really walk it out here, move around, see what feels tight. And downward dog, our fingers are spread wide. I'm gazing at my shins or my toes. And when I say walk it out, it just means to bend one knee while planting the heel of the other. And vice versa. Gazing towards the hands, we're going to take some tiny steps towards our hands, so as many as possible. Inhale, halfway lift, both hands on the shins, looking forward. Exhale, fold forward all the way. Inhale, raising the arms out and up, reaching up. Reach, 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 reach. Hands at heart. Good job, guys. Inhale, arms come out and up. Reach, reach, reach. Maybe a little back bend here. Exhale, hands at heart. Inhale, arms come out and up, reaching further than before, still grounding down through the feet. Exhale, hands at heart. Inhale, arms come out and up. Reach, reach, reach. And again, little back bend here if you'd like. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. This time, guys, we're going to bend the left knee, dropping the left hand down and raising the left hand up, looking up. And then we'll switch, dropping the right hand, bending the right knee, and raising the left hand up, looking up. Sorry if you hear any crunching in the background. That's just Monkey getting a snack on. And then exhale the left hand down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, hands at heart. Inhale, arms come out and up. Little back bend if you like. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. This time with a nice light bend to the knees and maybe bringing our feet just a little bit wider. We're going to fold forward, grabbing onto opposite elbows. So really relaxing the head here, the neck. And you can shake side to side. Or just really, it's more of a rocking motion. Or rocking up and down, front to back. Just relaxing the whole upper body here. And then releasing our grip. Inhale, halfway lift. Again, still with the same generous bend in the knees. Placing our hands underneath our feet to where our toes touch our wrist. Excellent. So again, nice generous bend here in the knees. And then inhale to look forward. And exhale to fold all the way. Then lifting one foot up, releasing a hand, and the other. Excellent. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, hands at heart. Inhale, arms come out and up. Little back bend if you like. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, we're going to step back to our first high plank. So in high plank, if your weight's pressed back, you actually might want to shift your weight forward to where you're on the balls of your feet. Tucking the elbows in closely, we're going to lower all the way down for Chaturanga. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit so you guys can see. Hands are directly underneath the shoulders here. Oh, thank you, Monkey. Inhale, raising the chin, raising the chest, raising the sternum, making sure our hands are floating off the mat. And exhale down. Good job, guys. This time reaching behind us, so you can choose to reach or to clasp your hands behind your back, just depending on how tight your shoulders are. So either way, inhale, raising the chest, raising the sternum, reaching back, or clasping our hands, pressing the tops of the feet into the ground. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release down. Good job, guys. This time, hands underneath the shoulders again. Inhale to full up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, shift the hips back. Downward dog. Walk it out. You're super curious today, aren't you, Monkey? Just walking it out here, gazing towards the hands, bend the knees, walk, step, hop towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward all the way. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, hands at heart. Inhale, arms come out and up. Little back bend if you like. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back, high plank. From here, guys, we're gonna lower the right knee down, rotating the left foot. Inhale, the left hand up for side plank. If you like to do regular side plank, feel free to meet your right foot to your left. And exhale it down, sending our right foot back. We'll do the other side this time. Left leg falls, and we raise our right hand up for side plank. And releasing it down. Both feet behind us. Lower down slowly, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, shift the hips back, downward dog. Walk it out. Gazing towards the hands, bend the knees, walk, step, hop towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, hands at heart. Good job, guys. From here, both hands on the hips. We're going to take our right foot and step back about 1 leg's length distance. This is called Parsvottanasana. We're going to square our hips off to the front. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale, fold forward, keeping a flat back and trying to keep this right leg straight. And sorry if I'm mixing up my rights and left. I'm trying to do it the way that you guys see it. So I might do a couple mess ups today. And I appreciate you guys working with me. And just leaning forward. Inhale to come back up. Stepping the left foot forward this time. We're going to step the right foot back all the way. Beautiful. And again, right foot's at a 45-degree angle, squaring the hips off. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale, fold forward. You should feel this all in the back of the left side of the back, the back of the left leg here. It's a lovely stretch. I love this pose so much. It's also known as pyramid pose. Inhale to come up. Stepping the right foot forward. This time we're going to step the left foot back about as far as you can go. We're going to rotate our feet so we're parallel. Toes are facing in slightly unless you're pregnant. Both hands on the hips still. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale, fold forward. If you need to readjust your stance, feel free to widen or shorten your stance at any time. Again, we're just playing around here. This doesn't have to be serious. Inhale to come up nice and slow. That was a good down dog monkey. Taking a breath, maybe a smile. If you'd like to, this time clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale, fold forward. And the goal is to try to keep the palms together. If you can't, if you feel yourself like this, it's just something to eventually work towards. Inhale to come up, nice and slow, nice and easy. Beautiful. Releasing our grip, hands back on the hips. Taking a breath again, don't want to pass out here. Inhale, shoulders back and down. Exhale, fold forward. This time releasing our grips from our hips, taking our first 2 fingers and wrapping them around our big toes. And it's okay to have bends to the knees here. We're also going to bend our elbows out to the sides. And just relax the neck and the head. Just another version of a forward fold. So even if yours looks a little bit different than mine, as long as you're not hurting yourself, you're doing good. Releasing our grip from our toes, placing both hands in the middle of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. This time keeping our left hand planted. We're going to inhale the right hand up, looking up for a nice twist here. Taking some deep breaths in. And then we'll exhale the right hand down, and inhale the left hand up, looking up. And exhaling the left hand down, getting a little deeper into the pose, as deep as you would like to take it. And placing both hands back onto the hips. Inhale to come up nice and slow, nice and easy. Good job, guys. Rotating our feet to the front, stepping that left foot forward. Good job. Inhale, arms come out and up. Little back bend if you'd like. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back, high plank. Shifting our weight forward. It's also an option to drop the knees down first if you'd like. Lower down slowly, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, shift the hips back, downward dog. Walk it out. Raising our right leg up high, we're gonna bend at the knee for a nice little stretch here, hip opener. If you'd like to, you can make little circles with your ankle. Bring the knee into the chest, the foot fall between the hands. We're gonna press up into crescent lunge. Just taking nice, easy breaths here. Both feet are facing forward, and they're kind of like their own railroad tracks here. So my feet aren't directly lined up with one another. We're looking up, or staring up this way. Shoulders are back and down. Beautiful. Hands at heart. This time taking our left elbow to the outside of the right knee for a nice little twist here, looking over our right shoulder. Beautiful. Then dropping both hands down to the top of the mat, stepping the right foot back, downward dog, walk it out. Left leg goes up high. Bending at the knee, let the ankle fall to the right. And again, maybe some circles here, and then going the opposite way. Then bringing the knee into the chest, let the foot fall between the hands. We're going to press up again into crescent lunge. Again, watching that front knee, making sure it's not going past the ankle, right above or a little behind's fine. And then bringing hands to heart, taking our right elbow to the outside of the left knee this time for a nice little twist, looking over that left shoulder. Then dropping both hands down to the top of the mat, stepping back, downward dog, walk it out. Gaze towards the hands, bend the knees, walk, step, hop towards the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise the arms out and up. Reach, 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 reach. Exhale, hands at heart. Take a breath. Inhale, arms come out and up. Little back bend if you like. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back to high plank. Shifting our weight forward, lower down slowly, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes, shift the hips back, downward dog, walk it out. We're gonna raise the right leg up high. Bringing the knee into the chest, let the foot fall between the hands. This time we're gonna stay low. And whenever you're ready, you can drop the left knee down and untuck the left toes. If your knees are screaming at you, you can always roll up the edge of your mat. Or find some extra cushion with a towel or anything that might help alleviate some pressure. And here's where we're gonna get a little comfortable or uncomfortable. We're gonna settle into this pose, guys. So it's up to you if you wanna stay here. If your hip flexors are screaming at you, just back it up a little bit. And it should relieve some pressure off it that way. If you're feeling a little bit extra flexible, you can come down to your hands or elbows, whatever you feel most comfortable with. The house is really hot today. Whew. And while you're here, also remembering to breathe nice and slow throughout the nose. And with every exhale, just kind of release those muscles in the hips. Just let them sink in. You'll be doing good. And if there ever comes a point where you just can't take it anymore, just feel free to go back into child's pose. Coming up onto our hands, nice and slow, nice and easy. We're going to begin to shift our hips back, straightening out this front leg, letting the toes come up off the mat, and just leaning forward. It's just a half split pose. And if you would like a nice calf stretch, you can take your whichever foot you have in front of you, because I know I've been messing you guys up, I'm sure. Your right hand to the outside of your right foot, and then pull that in towards you. Release, shifting our weight forward. Again, to get out of this pose, we're going to use both hands on the inside of the right foot. I'm going to tuck my left toes under and then press away at the same time, send my hips back and let that right foot fall back as well in line. So walking out here, left leg goes up high. Bring the knee into the chest, let the foot fall between the hands, stay low. And then we're going to drop the right knee down, untucking the right toes. And we're going to find that sweet spot here. So it's up to you if you want to get lower, you can. If you need to come a little bit up, because every side's different. Placing both hands on the knee. And just as you need to, you can scoot your foot forward just to get a little bit deeper stretch into this right hip flexor here. He's trying to distract me, there you go. Just a few more moments here, a couple breaths. And then once you're ready, we're going to come back down onto our hands, or excuse me, we're going to shift our weight back, straightening out the front leg again. Letting the toes come up off the mat and taking our hand to the outside of that foot and just pulling that in towards us for a nice calf stretch here. And then we'll release, shifting our weight forward, both hands on top of the mat on the inside of the left foot, tucking the right toes under, pressing away from the mat to come into downward dog. Walk it out, guys. Gazing towards the hands, we're going to attempt to jump through. So if you don't make it all the way, we're just going to go into that direction. So take a nice inhale in, bend the knees, and jump through. Bringing our knees up, hands by our sides. Excellent. It's up to you if you want to keep your legs straight. Just depending on how tight your hamstrings are. So we'll be here for a moment. Take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, we're going to lower down slowly for low boat pose. Inhale to come back up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Good job, guys. Sorry, my big old white panther's in the way. So from here, guys, we're actually going to windshield wipe our knees back and forth just because it feels good, and then bringing the soles of our feet together. Knees rest to the sides. It's up to you if you want to take your hands into your ankles or the tops of your feet. Elbows into the thighs. Lean the chest forward. For Baddha Konasana. Inhale to come back up. Right heel to the right corner of the mat. Left sole of the foot to the inner right thigh. Inhale, arms come out and up. Twist slightly to the right. Exhale and fold. And if you need to, you can always put a nice slight bend to this knee to reach for it, to reach for your foot. Inhale the arms up, exhale them down by the sides. Left heel to the left corner of the mat. Right sole of the foot to the inner left thigh. Inhale, arms come out and up. Twist slightly to the left, exhale and fold. Inhale the arms up, exhale them down by our sides. Both feet out in front of us, toes facing up or towards the face. Scoot your butt out from underneath you if you need to. Inhale, arms come out and up. Exhale, fold forward with a nice macro bend to the knees. Leaning forward. I told you guys, you're a mess today. Inhale the arms up, exhale them down by your sides. We're gonna come over here. So hands behind us, taking our right ankle, crossing it over our left. We're gonna bring our left here closer to our body so we get this nice stretch on the right side of the leg here, right side of the thigh and the glutes. And just pressing forward this way. Leg fall to the left, taking our foot with it. We're going to keep our right hand behind us. Inhale the left hand up. Exhale, twisting over to the right and looking over that right shoulder. Inhale the left hand up, exhale it over, and we'll come back up, leaning our leg to the right this time and dropping our right foot down. So our left ankle is going to cross over our right knee, and then our right heel is going to come closer to our bum to get that nice stretch again on our left leg this time. Sure we're taking nice slow breaths here. And once you're ready, that right leg can fall to the right side, taking that left foot with it. And sorry, my back's towards you. But you're going to keep your left hand down behind you. Inhale the right hand up and twist over to the left, looking over that left shoulder. Inhale the right hand up, exhale over, and we're going to come back all the way, dropping both feet down to the mat. Knees are still bent. We're going to grab onto the back of our thighs here and lower all the way down, keeping the knees bent. Hands down beside of us for our bridge variations. So inhale, raise the hips. Try not to push the ground away with our hands. We're just keeping them there for measurement. Your hands should also be almost touching your heels. And exhale down. Take a breath, press your lower back into the mat. And then on the inhale, raise the hips, coming all the way up. If you like a different variation of bridge, you can clasp your hands behind your back. Come a little bit more into the shoulders. Remember to take some deep belly breaths while you're here. And then releasing our grip and lowering down nice and slow. If you have linear practice and you would like to go into wheel, feel free. If not, we'll do a different version. So again, hands down by our side. Inhale, raise the hips up. And if you like a challenge, you can raise your right leg up towards the sky. For 1, 2, 3. Lower it down nice and slow and let the left leg come up this time. And again, 1, 2, 3. Lower it down, hold. And exhale down, knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice hug, squeeze, rock side to side. Keeping that low back pressed against the mat. We're going to keep our right knee tucked into our chest, release our left leg down to the ground. Right arm comes out to the right side, and we're going to use our left hand to peel this right knee over to the left. We're going to be looking at our right hand. And then inhale, back to center, both knees into the chest again. Rocking side to side. This time releasing the right leg down, left arm comes out to the left side, and we're going to use our right hand to peel that left knee over to the right while we look at our left hand. Inhale, back to center. Again, giving ourselves a hug, squeeze with the knees, and then we're going to bring our chest to our chin, or excuse me, our chin to our chest. Let's come into a tiny little ball here, a tiny little package, and then coming back. Good job, guys. Then both hands grabbing onto the outsides of the feet, knees into the armpits. For happy baby pose, again, trying to keep that low back pressed into the mat. But if you like to, you can rock side to side if you like. Whatever feels good. And then when you're ready, you can release it down. You can bring the soles of your feet together, letting your knees rest to the outside. Right hand on your chest, left hand on your abdomen, relaxing your eyes and your gaze. Relax the jaw and the tongue. Let the shoulders sink into the mat. And let your breathing return to normal. Continue to lay in Shavasana if you'd like. If For that, you're going to bend your knees and fall to the left or the right side, cradling your head with your hands underneath. And then whenever you're ready, you can press yourself up to a comfortable seated position. I want to thank you all for joining me this morning for this quick, easy flow. I hope you enjoyed it.